Hello everybody and welcome back to Scott Plays Car Mechanic Simulator. So, I'm a dum-dum because I thought I was recording for 30 plus minutes. Did a whole car, bought one in an auction, which is what we'll be doing today. And then I was like, why isn't it stopping recording? I was going to go take a break. I forgot to turn the recording on. Specifically, Shadow Play was in Twitch mode, not manual recording mode. So yeah, last episode we just, it was basically, or the missed episode, the lost episode, it was, I can't remember the name, but it was basically a large engine job, and I was a dum-dum and forgot some stuff. But this episode, so I bought this car at the auction because I wanted to finally see what this auction was all about, and it looks like, from the looks of it, we get a restoration bonus. Now the car's worth $6,978. I paid basically that. So I would imagine if we start repairing stuff, that will go up. I can make a whole lot of money. But oh my lord, there's like everything wrong with this car, including the body, which is missing the front bumper. So we're pretty much just going to start with this. I'm not going to go through probably the entire thing today. Maybe I'll take a few of the parts. I know there's a few easy jobs in my queue, so I could probably take one of those, but I'm just going to see how much some of this increases the value by. Because I really don't want to waste a whole bunch of money on restoring this car and then find out that, oh, by the way, you only improved its value. So the starting value was $6,900 and change. I'm just going to assume everything is broken. This is going to be one of those cars that, like, the air filter cover is broken or something. I mean, little stuff like spark plugs and stuff like that. I'm just really hoping I can get some quick, easy fixes. Make a whole bunch of money off this car. And then, I don't know. Well, I mean, the engine's coming out anyway, so... But yeah, that last episode, I was like, oh man, this is actually a really good episode. We had a couple, you know, it was going really well. I had one minor issue, which wound up being a air filter. You know, that stupid thing that nobody checks, except all people who are mechanics. And I got through it, and I'm like, oh man, I'm going to go take a break real quick. I'm just going to keep streaming, keep recording. And then I was like, why isn't it saving my recording? Why is there no icon in the upper left? And yeah, I felt stupid. Alright, I think this is probably a good place to stop and see what we got on the repair belt. Yay, clips! Oh, something broke. I mean, the one thing is, I want to, if I'm going to do something... Oh, okay. I mean, I can keep playing a 90% game all I want. Especially for some of the more expensive parts, like the fuel rails and stuff. Or I could just play it. I think I only had one bad part. Part missing. There's gonna be something that I missed somewhere. I couldn't repair. I gave repair 3 out of 4 to clips. Lame. I don't know. This is kind of intriguing just to continue on doing this and get like the engine set up. I mean, I kind of like this idea. I might. This might be the episode. I just do this. Clients can wait. I've got stuff I want to work on. Might as well just try to do everything I can. And before where's the starter on this thing? Oh, I can't find it because it looks rust-colored like the rest of it. I mean, I might as well just pull everything off, put the car up, drain it of oil, Because, I mean, that's really what I'm down to right now is engine block. Put it up on there. Oh, I wish they wouldn't move this over here. It's right next to the customers. I'll be surprised if the thing has oil in it, to be perfectly honest. Comes out, it's not even a stream, it's just a block. There we go. Maybe? Oh, wow. So the rest of the car's in horrible shape, but it has fresh oil, so I guess it's got that going for it, which is nice. I can't get out the transmission because it's a front-wheel drive. Oh, good gravy. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Maybe I'll make this a two-part episode. I was going to do that for the last one. Alright, crankshaft I can't get out until I get the gearbox off, which means I need the wheels off, which are terrible. I mean, I kind of like this idea, to be perfectly honest. Hey, you remember maybe 2 episodes I was talking about front suspension cross member? I got my wish. And then some. Hey, it looks like there's a new catalytic converter on it, though. So it's not terrible. I'm actually really anxious to see what I can resell this car for. It's going to be one of those things where it's either going to be worth my time, and I'm going to make, you know, $10,000, $14,000 profit, or it's just going to be terrible. Alright, now we need to put this back down so we get the pistons out. Ooh, new rims. Might as well just keep playing the game here. Oh, radiator fan. Really? Oh, radiator fan was fine. Pistons need to come out, then it needs to go back up on the block, then I need to take it down off the block. Again, it would have just been easier to put the car like halfway up. Because I think once I get the engine out, I'm gonna put everything back, see where it stands, and then leave it. And we'll see where we are time-wise. I'm assuming I can't really... Oh, I can. 36%. Really? Oh. Oh. That is mean. Okay. Well then. I mean, I think we saved some money here and there. Oh, exhaust manifold, throttle, I4, intake manifold, I4. Intake manifold, and then we needed a... I think we needed... No, maybe we didn't. Exhaust manifold, that's what it was. Manifold? Alright, and I need to get this back by name. ABS module, air filter, battery. Because we know we need it. Cam gear, clip A. Can't believe we couldn't fix a clip. It's called duct tape. I mean, I want to have everything at least like 50%. All the clutch plates, crankshaft. Get all the clutch. Crankshaft pulley, engine block, engine head. I bet you it was that stuff. Engine block, engine head. It's probably that expensive stuff. I'm not doing too terrible in cash, though. flywheel. I mean, some of this is consumable, like filters. I mean, who knows how much money I'm going to save with the suspension. 1, 2, 3 ignition coils. 3 ignition coils, 4 pistons. Some of those I'm getting back some good cash. Oil pan, power steering pump. Can't believe oil pan. Power steering pump. I mean, I'm probably going way too much in depth on this. Serpentine A, B, 4 spark plugs. Nope, that's the wrong button. Serpentine A and B. Just A and B, no anything. A, B, plug. A, serpentine B. Starter, throttle, timing belt. Thought I bought. Dang it! Fine. Get most of that money back. Like, I thought I bought one of those. Alright, well. Three clips that are like new, and one that's not. Some of this stuff you can't repair. Battery, fuel filters. I knew I was going to be eating cost on those, but anything I can repair. Maybe I shouldn't get greedy. Maybe I should basically stop, but I think, I would imagine, I would hope, that as you repair stuff, it gains back its value. So I'm hoping, like, you know, if I put a lot of effort into actually repairing this car, then at the end of it I get a lot more money back, which would make sense, but, you know, first car doing this. I'm still ticked about the botch reporting. I was all like getting into it, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, no, sorry Scott, fail. Alright. And then, you know what, we'll just go back under the car. Ah, ear itches. What's really bad about my ears itching is now the headphones are slightly off comfortable. First world problems. Plus, I can always, if I really want to, put this car on hold, go do a job, or two, come back, finish this later. I mean, it's not like I'm hurting for money right now, so. So, I mean, at least that's nice. I'm not, like, sitting here going, oh god, you know, am I going to be able to... It would be interesting if you could, maybe, like, sell them online. But that's adding in multiplayer, which is terrible when you have a game that is single player. It's like adding multiplayer to Deus Ex or something. You don't need it. Actually, you know what? That doesn't look too terrible. I'll leave that. We'll let the next person deal with that. We're restoring a lot. I mean, what's the car already up to. The car's already doubled in value, nearly, just from repairing the engine. I mean, that's not terrible. And I kind of find this a little bit fun at the very least. You know, I got the 90% repair rate, so this is actually not a bad venture. I don't know if I like it more or less. Wow, it's already up to 14,000. I'm gonna get like new value for this car. I don't know if I like it more or less than doing the standard jobs though. Like the standard jobs, you get to have some fun with. Oh man, you know, what's wrong with this car? This one, it's very much like, oh, okay, everything's wrong, and you just kind of are more going through the motions of actually repairing everything. What's left in my inventory? Oh, not terrible. Let's get her up on the lifter. I mean, I guess the question is, how much do I want to invest in this? So I imagine there's diminishing returns. You know, as you go forward, there's just going to be diminishing returns in how much money you actually get back from this. Like, it's shot up because I did a lot of engine work. Let me guess, it's like every bushing ever? Yep. And I bet you get back, like, you know, if you spend 90 bucks on the, you know, on something, that's not what I want to do. You know, you get a lot of it back, but I bet you they're trying to make it so if you repair, you get most of your money back. I mean, that being said, that's actually a really good way to do it. Come on, really? The front shock absorber is just held in there by the spring. Or the spring is held in there by the shock absorber. I think what I'll do is, given the fact that this video, I don't want it to run too terribly long, is I will get through the front end here. I'll get through the front end. We'll repair it. We'll leave the back end for another video. And then we'll just go from there. I might just keep recording and split up the video manually later on. We'll just do that. I'll just keep going with this. If the video gets way too long, I'll just split it up. I have the tools. I got the talent. Yeah, I know I just butchered the quote. Don't kill me. So I think if I make this car really nice, maybe put a few flourishing touches on it. I think 80 is just going to be my baseline. Anything over 80... Aw, boo. Okay. 80's good. So what does that leave me with, I guess should be the question. A part list a mile long. Okay, so starting off, 1 disc ventilated, 1 pad, 1 front shock absorber cap. 2 front shock absorbers, 2 front springs, front suspension crossmember. I know I said 80%, but I think that's just my repair thing. Front sway bar, inner tie rod, lower suspension arm. Oh, lower, not front. Like, not that sleepy. Lower suspension arm, 2 outer tie rods. And then because I know I'm going to need it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Two sway bar front end links and 2 wheel hub bearings. I mean, I'm going into a little bit of debt. Not terrible. Like I said, I kind of think once this car... I mean, the dang thing without the parts is already doubled in value. Well, okay, it went back to not being doubled in value, but... I mean, that's a lot of money. I want to see how much these rubber bushings add. I really do. So 872. 877. So yeah, it's like 40 to 50% of the cost of the part you get. So really, repairing is the way to go. You know, and it might just be one of those things where if you repair what you can and then ship it out, you're better off. But that's not how my mechanic shop works. It should, because my mechanic shop is probably not profitable, worth anything. But yeah, I'll just I'll tackle the exhaust and the front end next, or the rear end, not the front end. And then we'll just go from there. I'll probably play a few off recording just to kind of relax. Look at that shiny rim. Look at that. Oh, and I still need to repair the body, but that's not terrible. You know, this is actually... it's fun. It's different. I think this is kind of what I needed, because I was getting a little bit bored of just the constant, hey, fix my car. Yeah, well... you should change your filter once in a while, perhaps. Or just, when you take it in for the oil change, have them do it. But I think the big thing now is just going to be repairing what I can. Hopefully it's bigger pieces. That seems like it's going to be more. Actually, aren't bushings 15? Probably. We'll be buying more, so that'll be one of those questions I have to remember. Bushings, are they $15? It looks like you probably get a third of the value. Wheel hub bearing, and then drive shaft or drive axle. Look at that! Look at that! It's looking brand new on the inside. This would be one of those cars you sell to someone who wants to really wants to just do what they want to the outside, but they want a good working car. You know, it's the type of car you sell to a teenager as their first car. You know, the outside's beat up, mechanically it's fine. You can just suck it up and deal with it. I mean, it's still $17,000. Like I said, we'll just we'll finish this car up. I don't think it's gonna take another. I mean, I say that now, but it's probably gonna take forever. I really gotta get some food at some point here. Rear sway bar. Oh yeah. Like I said, I kind of figure if I can, whatever I can repair, will add value. That's fine. I'm gonna leave that in. I'm doing this, and I'm publishing and processing another video, which will be up probably not too long after this is done. Come on, give me what I want. I'm like watching that on my second monitor going, is it actually going to publish this time? Because I've had some issues lately with YouTube. It'll say, oh yeah, it's uploaded, great. And then it'll just kind of get stuck processing for like 2 or 3 whole hours. Like, not even joking 2 to 3 hours. Like, actual literally 2 to 3 hours. And, you know, I'm going somewhere or whatever, and I don't want to necessarily leave my computer on. Alright, that should let me take this off. Those all look okay. Let's go see what we can repair. I wish there was a jump. Boo! So one part I screwed up. Two parts. That's not bad. 2 parts. I think that's what's going to make this a lot more lucrative of a project, is if you can just repair everything. Oh, I see a bushing. I might as well take that out. Okay. So that leaves us with 2 discs, 2 pads, a rear shock absorber A. And the bushing... Oh. 2 discs, 2 pads, rear shock absorber A. I want everything to be at least in that yellow. That. Rear shock absorber cap, 2 rear springs. Rear suspension, upper arm, rear sway bar. Oh, that's a lot of bushings. Sway bar, rear end link, 2 of those and a wheel hub, and 2 wheel hub caps. I don't know how many bushings I need, but I intend to find out. That's gonna want one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6. We'll go with 6. And I need one of those. 59's fine. Oh, making pretty good progress, actually. Yeah, I think what's going to be the big thing is just not getting caught up in putting everything back to 100%. We're not rebuilding the car from scratch. We're just trying to make it profitable to sell it. So realistically, repair everything we can. Don't necessarily worry about the things we can't. Oh, I don't have small rubber bushing. Uh-oh. That means I sold off a few, which means we might... Which means we might have to go in hunt of bushing. Let's just focus on this side for now. I mean, this car literally, it's going to be one of those cars you sell to someone, it looks like garbage. So I may not do too much to the body. But it looks like garbage. But you tell your kid, hey, this is your car, you're going to pay me X $100 a month for it. And then they're not driving your nicer car, which has the leather seats and all the fun stuff. They're driving their own car. They want to put a little bit of money into it, make it really theirs and look like how they want to. They can do that. I mean, I'll still repair the body. I'm obviously not going to resell this thing without a front fender. Ooh, that lack of sleep's all of a sudden just hit me like a freaking truck. I'm gonna guess I don't have a rubber bushing for that either. Yep. I probably got button happy. That's fine. It happens. All it means is that the next car to roll in, I already got rubber bushings for. It's not like I can buy them on discount. I mean, I think this is actually coming along pretty swimmingly. Wheel hubcap. And then it just looks like the exhaust and some body work. What's my inventory look like? Rear suspension arm B. Oh, well, actually, now that I think of it, I probably repaired all the bushings. Let's see. 18,000. Look at that. Look at that. So, I can probably get rid of these. See if I can repair either of those. Nope. Middle muffler and... oh, nope. Exhaust pipe and catalytic converter. Get the pipe. Exhaust pipe. Convert. Then we'll work on the body real quick. I mean, that's pretty good. 92%. I mean, I think one of these cars, I'm just going to go all out. Wind up doing 100%, you know, rebuild of it. Maybe if I can keep it. Or if I find some cool parts for it. Oh, good. Just checking something on my phone. Where am I going here? Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So, body. I mean, is this basically going to be... oh, the left headlight looks pretty good. What's that left headlight at? 56? Ugh. I mean, the thing is, you can't really get a huge amount of feel for what's bad. Like, I bet you if I take off the trunk here, it'll be like, oh, it's at 2%. Yeah, see? Well, whatever. We'll just do a full body repair. Okay, so Katsumoto. I want to see this. Bolt Hellcat. Oh, I can touch it up a little bit. So those are $400 for the left tail lights. They're $100 if I just want the cheap ones. Well, I think that's, like I said, I think we're gonna finish this car up. We're gonna sell it. Then maybe, just maybe, I'll keep playing. I'm gonna dink around a little bit. See what they got for tuning parts. So, what's the car worth? I'm gonna guess 19,000? 25,000. So $19,000 of profit, give or take. That's not terrible at all. I mean, that's a pretty good chunk of change. But I think for now we'll call it a day. We'll get back into this tomorrow. So hope to see you back here for the next one, everybody.